We're gonna follow up with the latest fuckery coming out of the House GOP committee that Rico touched on earlier, and we have a GOP congressional panel that is directing the Biden administration to explain the marijuana rescheduling decision, saying that it's concerned about deviations. A GOP-led House committee is directing the Biden admin to account for how it arrived at the decision to reschedule marijuana, while also expressing concerns about cannabis-impaired driving and the market for intoxicating hemp-based cannabinoids. In a series of reports attached to 2025 fiscal year spending bills being considered by the House Appropriations Committee on Wednesday, lawmakers addressed a variety of marijuana-related issues. One of those is the Justice Department's proposal to move marijuana from Schedule 1 to 3 under the Controlled Substances Act. Just one day after the committee approved appropriations legislation with a section that would block the DOJ from using its funds to reschedule or deschedule cannabis, members are taking up several other bills with reports addressing the proposed rescheduling change, as well as other marijuana and psychedelic topics. In the report for Agriculture, Rural Development, Food and Drug Administration Appropriations Bill, there's an explicit directive for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Inspector General to explain to Congress FDA's 2023 scientific review into cannabis that led to this Schedule 3 reclassification recommendation. The report would need to look at deviations from the historical analytical process, justifications for the policy change, the decision to compare marijuana to certain drugs over others to reach its conclusion, and more. A section of the report also urges the FDA to study the potential mental health implications of regularly using high-potency THC products. The implied criticism of the review process, as well as the discussion about THC potency, echoes points made by prohibitionist organizations such as Smart Approaches to Marijuana and Kevin Sabet, which has taken credit for influencing lawmakers to raise its concern in various legislation. GOP senators have separately tried to block the administration from rescheduling cannabis as a part of a standalone bill filed last September, but that proposal has not received a hearing or a vote. There's also new report language included in the committee-approved bills that focuses on impaired driving concerns related to cannabis. The Labor H report, for example, says the committee is concerned that the development of a drug impairment standard for marijuana remains unlikely in the near term, and it wants the National Institute of Health to continue promoting research to that end. There's more information about this in the article. You can read that on the website, but I'm interested in hearing what the rest of the team has to say. As always, shout out to Marijuana Moment and Kyle Yeager for breaking this story. I think this is maybe in line with what we talked about with Rico's story earlier, where I don't think this is really going anywhere. It's a lot of posturing, and yeah, Sam can go on Twitter and claim a little moral victory, but otherwise I don't see this being very impactful. But yeah, love to hear what everyone else has to say.
Still curious to find out how taking away the Chevron deference doctrine is going to change how the DEA reviews this. And it's interesting to note that as soon as there's a movement to change the status of cannabis, a lot of these little shits come out of the woodwork and start throwing everything they can in front of the momentum to change this. Now, I'm not an advocate for Schedule 3. I think it's stupid. I want it descheduled and treated like alcohol and leave all this nonsense alone. But you can just see that no matter what we think, there's still people out there who claim that their mama told them this was bad, so therefore we can't let this happen. We got to find every way we can to stop this train, which is just head up your ass myopic. It's just incredible.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Like I said, I ultimately I don't think Biden will explain himself, because he hasn't for anything else, and I'm not even
sure. Unless it's on a teleprompter, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Unless it's all totally staged, in which maybe they'll bring like the AI robot so they can, come out.
The teleprompter contact lenses are no longer working.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh man.
So I don't know what they're going to
use next. What they may need to do? They may need to reach out to Elon and get him maybe one of those Neuralinks. Maybe that will help.
Oh, yeah. Then Joe could just speak through him without, having having to stick her hand up his butt.
Oh man, that's actually like an excellent recommendation. If you got Joe Biden and Neuralink, you know how dope he would.
That would be the ultimate.
We'd be able to understand what he's talking about.
Yes,
like that would destroy Donald Trump. I don't think you should recommend that, Jason, because if we got some coherent language from Joseph Robinette Biden, then.
Yeah, but if he did, Rico, if he did though, we could call the election man versus machine.
That's true. Never mind. That was about to be a little disrespectful for a sitting
I
president.
mean, imagine if you could give him the Neuralink and program it to be on like Trump mode, and then have them debate. That would be pretty interesting.
Oh, if there was a Trump mode setting on the Neuralink, that's funny.
It just talks about his golf.
Would that make Donald? Would it be Donald John Henry Trump? Is that what we're gonna call him now to pander more to the black vote? So you can battling the machine.
Wow.
Are we going with this thing?
Yeah, we're not going there. We're trying to have a happy 710 today.
We are, Rico.
You know, it's a dab day, bro.
That's happy to me.
It's dab day.
Y'all sensitive today?
No.
We got an Oreo on stage, man. You know what I'm saying?
You guys are so
hungry
cute
right now.
You guys are fun.
Oh, we are an Oreo. Oreos are good after you smoke a bunch of hash, Rico.
Double stuff. No, we're single stuff now. Jason lost all that weight.
Oreo. Oh man,
Cute.
that's true.